Greetings, dear friends. I spent all my evenings in the last week with the bad boy billionaires of India. Yes, first I watched the documentaries on Vijay Mallya, Nirav Modi and Subrata Roy, followed by Scam 1992, the Harshad Mehta story. The bad boy I found to be the most interesting one is Shri Harshad Mehta. When the Harshad Mehta scam surfaced, my father had taken calculated risks and had made profits. He sold off the shares that he did not see much long-term value in comparison with the prevailing prices. When others were busy buying, he sold. The exciting part is that he had procured all of those shares at their face value during IPOs much earlier. My father jokingly often says that we are the big beneficiaries of Mehtaji. Many of the greedy people during those days had poorly lost. They had taken high interest loans and had gone on a purchasing spree. Their decisions were just based on greed and not based on fundamentals and strong reasoning. When I was watching these documentaries, I remembered many successful businessmen and entrepreneurs. Many of them were not academically that strong but showcased strong business acumen. This businessman also included Harshad Mehta. This further reminded me of a talk by one of the professors. He had said that when some of his former students had come to meet him, he had observed that many of them were successful businessmen even though they were not that great in academics. He was wondering if there was something wrong in the assessment. My answer, I say an absolute no, because the professor had evaluated the students' knowledge and skills as per the course objectives. He had not assessed the knowledge and skills that the students had attained from their families, friends and peers. I think this can never be quantified and evaluated. We conclude that peer learning and environment play a very vital role in success of a business. Harshad Mehta was also an academically poor student, but his interest in business, family surrounding and peers made him enter the markets and make it big. I suggest every student of business and commerce should watch this web series. Many of the facts related to working of our banking systems, stock exchanges and other government bodies are explained effortlessly and interestingly. I found a few dialogues and situations in this web series fascinating. There is one situation in the web series that shows how a cartel of foreign banks and their chosen brokers were toying with the system loopholes. RBI was aware, but given the India's precarious foreign reserve situation and periodic dependence on foreign banks, decided to turn a blind eye. Harshad Mehta had broken this cartel by bringing in smaller banks together and forming a new united front with small players. He motivated them in this web series, of course, by singing the song. Some of the other dialogues that were interesting are, शेयर मार्केट में लोग किस्मत में विश्वास रखते हैं, पर मैं किस्मत में नहीं, कीमत में विश्वास रखता हूँ. It means people believe in luck in the share market, but I believe in value rather than luck. Yes, replacement cost was a theory that was popularized by Mehta in share markets. According to this theory, the value of a manufacturing company is equal to the cost to set up a new similar plant or replace the existing one with new. There's one more dialogue. लाला, ओल्ड स्कूल हो या न्यू स्कूल, सबके स्कूल में एक सब्जेक्ट कॉमन होता है, प्रॉफिट, और वो मेरा फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट है. लाला, it may be old school or new school, but both have one subject in common, and that is profit, and that's my favorite subject. Dear friends, Harshad Mehta had managed to divert large sums from banking system to the stock market by exploiting the loopholes in the system. Harshad Mehta is a case study for both do's and don'ts. He was a living example of a businessman with strong business acumen but with low ethical values that led to his downfall. Dear friends, let's learn all the positives from him and try not to make the same mistakes that he committed. Have a great day. Thank you.